You know and love her as Detective Rosa Diaz in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the voice of Mirabelle in Encanto, but she is in this great, fun summer show called Twisted Metal. Season 2 is here, so Stephanie, thank you so much. What do we need to remember about season 1?
Oh, season one starts with John Doe, played by Anthony Mackie, who's a milkman in the post-apocalyptic world. Milkmen in this world are kind of like delivery guys between cities. All of the cities have walled themselves up. If you're lucky enough to be on the inside, ooh, you're lucky. If you're on the outside, like the rest of us, you're fighting for your life at every turn. The end of season one ends with John getting inside and Quiet still being stuck on the outside. And at the very end of season one, Quiet is captured by Dollface and her gang of dolls, all these amazing badass women in masks. Turns out Dollface is John's sister. So that's where we're starting season two. Quiet has befriended Dollface. She's got this community of the dolls now. John maybe comes back into her life and she's not sure if she wants to continue being partners with him. And then this incredible tournament gets announced by Calypso, who fans of the game will know, but he's like the big villain, essentially, of the games. Got a lot of power, maybe not a lot of ethics. Whoever wins the tournament, and it is a fight to the death, whoever wins the tournament gets their greatest wish granted. But in this world, your greatest wish might not come true the way you want it to. So that's season two in a nutshell.
This is what fans have been waiting for, this tournament called Twisted Metal. And your character, her name is Quiet, obviously. She has lines this whole season. It's not like the beginning of season 1 where she's silent the whole time, obviously getting that name. What was it like kind of differing that from season 1?
Well, season one, I didn't speak for the first couple episodes, but as soon as I opened my mouth, I kind of didn't stop talking. And so, really, the big difference for Quiet between seasons one and two is season one was a story of revenge for her. She was avenging her brother's death. And season two becomes like, well, now what, right? Now that I accomplished this thing that I wanted to do, who am I in this world and how do I make it better for the people that come after me? Because I might not live for very long. This is not a world where people survive very long or often. So, how do I make this place better after I leave it? And that is sort of what she's after in season two.
In the second season, it is, like you said, very female driven. The dolls that we know and love, they're led by you. They're led by Tina Okoye's character, Dollface. What is it like to kind of spearhead that movement to lead this second season very female empowering?
Well, what's interesting is that we have added a lot of characters this second season because of the tournament. Some of them are women, some of them are men, some of them are younger. For example, Sailor Belcurda is playing Mayhem, who's also a new character in the show. Not from the games, is sort of this young person who has grown up in the apocalypse, because in our world, the apocalypse happened sometime around 2002. So she was a baby then, and now she's kind of grown up. She doesn't know anything else. So it was just really fun to add all these new characters. I mean, and then you've got characters that people love from the games, like Vermin and Mr. Grimm, Grimm, who's played by Richard Leclerc, and like they were all, oh my God, and I can't forget Mike Shaw, who plays Axel. I mean, there's all these there's all these characters that audiences, I think, fans of the games have been waiting to see, hoping that we would bring into play, and now they're here, and it's time to sort of watch how they interact with each other, watch how the actors interact with each other, what kind of camaraderies and teams are made, whether they stay, whether they shift and change throughout the tournament, because that's the other thing. Our season's not, 3 episodes long. I mean, that tournament takes place over quite a few episodes. It is kind of this extended sort of, I would call it almost like levels, kind of like a video game. Like once you've achieved something, then you got to kind of come up with the next level and see if you can make it to the final tournament.
Not being, if I've never played the video game, but I can tell you, not playing that, I'm still such a fan of Twisted Metal. Audiences all across the world are going to love this, starting Thursday, July 31st on Peacock. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you.
A super fun duo comes together in the second season of Twisted Metal. I almost said Sweet Tooth, but this show has the character Sweet Tooth. It also has Stu in this show. We're talking about Joe Sanoa, Mike Mitchell. So Joe, I mean, bringing Sweet Tooth to life is so much fun. What can you tell us about your experience as this character?
It's been a fantastic experience in that, I get to bring to life a character that I very much beloved as a child playing the video game. And you couldn't ask for a better character to kind of encapsulate, the chaos that is Sweet Tooth is very, very fun to portray on screen. And every day that you read the script and you see what wild thing they got you doing next, it's always an adventure.
Mike, obviously, your character is kind of captured at the end of the first season and kind of turned into a best friend for Sweet Tooth. What is it like to portray Stu?
I mean, it's a blast. The fun thing about the show is that the show has the video game has story and it has lore and there's some character stuff, but also the showrunner Michael Jonathan Smith and the writing staff, they do such a good job of adding to these characters and changing them a little bit. And then as actors, we get to explore them a little bit too. But it was a blast. It's playing a video game character is a dream come true, and you don't want to mess it up. It's like that sort of thing of getting cast to play, Bugs Bunny or something. You don't want to mess it up. There's some story and background and lore to these characters, but it's just been such a blast, and the way that they write Stu and the adventures I get in with Sweet Tooth and Joe is just it's incredible. It's been a dream come true.
It's so much fun. And obviously, Samoa Joe, wrestling career, famous professional wrestler. But here you are kind of molding this character alongside Will Arnett because people are going to recognize his iconic voice. What is the process like of filming that? Does he shoot his lines first and then you do it? Do you film yours and then he does it? What's that process like?
Normally we do principal photography first, just on set. And then, they take the variety of takes that we put forth, and he'll lay his vocals over that, and it's been a good process. I know Will's been hard at work laying down the final track for this season, and I can't wait for the world to see it.
Will love this season. And Mike, I can't give too much away, but your character is kind of in a very compromising position at the beginning in one of the first few episodes of the second season. What was it like kind of filming those scenes? But obviously we can't talk too much about it.
It was wild. I mean, I got to see how Joe lived for a full episode. If what you're referring to is what I'm thinking it is, yeah. It's that funny thing of like, as an actor, you want to always be the most comfortable you can be on set, but at the same time, in this episode, I'm a little bit uncomfortable, and I'm supposed to be. And it was easy because I was running around in not too much clothing. I don't know how to say it without spoiling too much, but I mean, I love it. Just that chaos. When I saw that, I'm a big guy and I can be self-conscious, but it was so fun to do. And I like every storyline you read is always something different and crazy. And I honestly had a blast that entire episode. Episode 4 is a dream come true. It was freezing cold. That is the only. We shot in the summertime and it was freezing cold. So.
It is wild in all the best ways. It's so much fun. And Joe, obviously you follow this kind of trajectory of these great wrestling actors. John Cena, we have Dwayne Johnson, we also have Joe Sanoa. So this is so much fun to see you in this acting role. Your first on-screen role, what do you hope to take from this role for future acting roles?
Obviously, I have this tremendous opportunity to work with so many well and accomplished actors, Mike included in that group, Anthony, Stephanie, and in this year, a good portion of our cast that have come on are incredible talents from all over the world of improv, the stage and screen, and the experience and enough of working with these kind of professionals, it's bound to rub off on me, I hope. And it's been a tremendous learning process for me, and I've enjoyed the process the entire way.
Love seeing you in this role. Go ahead, Mike. Yeah.
I mean, all of those actors that Joe mentioned, we could all learn from Joe too. I mean, he's so good at what he does, and every day he's just putting on a fantastic performance behind a mask. You know what I mean? Which is such a complicated thing to pull off, and he does it so well. So.
Sweet Tooth is such an iconic character. This duo is so fun this season. New episodes of Twisted Metal, Thursdays on Peacock. Thank you both so much.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming to us.
Season 2 of Twisted Metal is all that much better than season 1. It's scarier, it's funnier, it's gorier in all the best ways. I'm talking to showrunner Michael Jonathan Smith. So tell us how you got involved in creating Twisted Metal for the screen.
Yeah, Rhett Reese and Paul Warnick had come up with a take for Twisted Metal, and they were looking for a showrunner to kind of take their idea and run with it. And I grew up with the games. I love the games. And the second I heard they were looking for someone, I was like, I got to be a part of it. So I came in, I pitched like, here's how I would take, your idea and run with it. I would blow it up this way. I'd go this direction. And they loved it. I got the job more or less in the room. And ever since, my goal has been to take what I love about playing the video game. I love the fun of it. I love the feeling of blowing up your best friend, of dodging that missile at just the last moment. And that is what I'm adapting. I'm adapting the fun of this game.
It is so much fun. I've not played the game, but I love this show from the very beginning. In season 2, does it kind of follow the storyline of the games, or what kind of creative liberties did you take for that?
I mean, I think the storyline of the game is basically you choose a character and you enter the tournament and you're following that character through and you get the character's wish at the end. That's kind of the storyline of the game. So we have a lot of creative liberties. And I think what we're doing is you're following John and Quiet's story, you're following their relationship. And what's great is that this season there's more characters, there's more of an ensemble. And now you're taking everyone you've met last season, Sweet Tooth, Harold, Stu, John and Quiet, and you're throwing them in this bubbling pot of insanity and unhinged characters, and you're just going to see who survives. And unfortunately, not everyone will. And I think it's just so much fun to see these people that you've come to know and love and seeing how they all survive and work through it together.
We're living in such a great world right now where video games are being adapted into these great mediums like The Last of Us and Fallout and Mario and now Twisted Metal as well for a second season. What is it like to kind of be part of that like filmmaking trend?
I think it's a dream. I love that our show is in the conversation with these other shows, that all of which I'm a fan of. And what I love so much about our show, especially in the second season, is we double down on what makes our show special. Only in our show can you see a character light his head on fire. Only in our show can you see Axel, who is a man that is stuck between two giant wheels, which we did practically. And I think that's what I think makes our show so cool, is we're doubling down on what makes Twisted Metal, and I love that about our show.
These characters, like you said, the ensemble is so much fun, but it's obviously led by Anthony Mackie, Stephanie Beatrice, just 2 stars at the top of their game right now. What is it like having lead this set?
They're amazing. I mean, Anthony is so funny. Stephanie's incredible. Like you said, the top of their game. They're just like they care so much about the show. They care so much about the other cast. They really look out for them. And the only way I can describe the feeling on set is summer camp. It's like very joyful. Everyone's having fun. Everyone really cares about the show and wants it to be fun and funny and really just wants it to be good and really just cares so much. And so everyone's just putting blood, sweat, and tears into it. And I think you can really feel that when you're watching it.
The blood especially, obviously pun intended. Are there future seasons of Twisted Metal planned? Obviously this season's about the Twisted Metal tournament, but are there future seasons in the works?
I mean, obviously, I can't say whether or not we're getting a third season or future seasons. I will say, if you watch season 2, at the end, it's very clear what my ideas are for next season. I will say that I have a great idea for season 4. There's a line one of the characters say that pretty much outlines where I imagine future seasons to go, but I have a lot of ideas for next season, for future seasons to come. So all I can say is if you keep watching it, I'll keep making them.
I will keep watching it as a fan. Twisted Metal, new episodes Thursdays on Peacock. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you, Trevor. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yep. 2 of the most exciting characters in the second season of Twisted Metal are played by Emmy nominee Anthony Carrion, Michael James Shaw. So, Anthony, tell us about Calypso, because he is such a fun character to watch on screen.
I mean, where can I start? This character is a lot of things, but I'd say the most is that he's theatrical, right? He's got a lot of flair and a lot of flamboyance. He is as giddy as he is sadistic. So like what an interesting character to kind of bring to life. And and it's obviously like a really high octane ride that we're on. So, it needs to kind of have that energy to kind of keep things moving. So yeah, just such a joy to play.
He's such a good villain in this role. And Michael James Shaw, obviously, we can't talk too much about your character. I've been told no super spoilers on this, but he is so fun to watch on screen too. What can you tell us about him?
I think he lives up to the Axel we all love him from Twisted Metal 2 on PS1 and then some, It's always cool to bring two-dimensional characters, physically two-dimensional characters into life. I've had a little experience with that, and I gave Axel a lot of love and a lot of heart and a lot of badassery. So yeah, I hope everyone will enjoy it. I know I enjoy making it.
Fans are going to be loving that character, even if you haven't played the game, because I haven't played, but I loved Axel on this show. And Anthony, congrats on all the Superman success this summer already. Barry as well, NoHo Hank. What did you kind of take from playing NoHo Hank into playing this role? Because NoHo Hank kind of has that villainy, but kind of not wanting to be a villain character. But what about that for Calypso?
Yeah, well, I certainly think that there's this, like, I mean, anytime you get a role, no matter what it is, you're trying to find a way to really have fun with it and a way to understand what makes them tick, right? Fortunately, with Twisted Metal, we have these like great scripts, these really kind of fun insights, and without giving too much away, these real curveballs too that'll kind of, I don't know, really surprise people and just give insight into, what could just be ordinarily like, cartoonish characters, but that'll kind of really flesh them out and just make them just fun to watch.
Michael, you are just jacked. I mean, you played this role for Axel so well. Did you have to change anything about your workout routine specifically to play Axel?
Yeah, I had to lock in, brother, man. It was cool because I had to pull from every resource that I had gained over the years in terms of diet, exercise, discipline. I was working out every day, 6 days a week, and I would go. So if we had a 5 o'clock call, I'd be in the gym at 3:30. Boom, show up to set, and then have my kettlebells and my mace on standby. And after we wrap, I hit hot yoga. I maintain like a 6 to 8% body fat throughout the shooting of it, because there's no day you can wake up and show up to work and not have abs. It's part of your costume now. But it was a cool like challenge. Yeah, very cool challenge.
It's so fun to hear. And Anthony, obviously, this has all led up to the 7th season, the Twisted Metal tournament that your character kind of is the showrunner for. What can viewers expect from this tournament?
I think they can expect like all of these really wonderful fleshed out characters that are all in it to win it, right? So the stakes are incredibly high. And I think it's just going to be really fast paced, really energized. And obviously with Calypso at the center, he's the kind of ringmaster with it all, and a terrifying ringmaster he is. So I think it's going to hit a lot of levels. It's really funny. It's really dark. It's really intense at times. And so you get a little bit of everything.
Really do. It is the perfect summer blockbuster on television. Twisted Metal premieres Thursday, July 31st on Peacock. Thank you both so much.
Cool. Thank you, Trent.
Thank you. Season 2 of Twisted Metal is all about the female empowerment, the girls. I'm talking with Tiana Okoye, Patty Guggenheim, Sailor Bell Curta. So let's talk about these characters. Tiana, tell me who your character is in this show.
I play Dollface, who is also John Doe's long-lost sister. And I am a leader, a revolutionary of a group of badass women called the Dolls.
Dolls are so much fun. I love the dolls. I want to be part of the dolls. Patty, tell us about your character. She's not a doll, but obviously we love her in this show.
She is not a doll, but she secretly wishes she could be a doll. She's Raven. She is the leader of New San Francisco, but she's thrust to be amongst the outsiders and everyone in the competition. She's a badass, but kind of like a more patriarchal type leader. Brute force, and a real like puppeteer behind the scenes. But yeah, she's fighting for her. Truly, she's like a soft inner core and has a big soft spot in her heart.
And this newest doll is played by Sailor. Obviously, we have Mayhem. Tell us a little bit about her.
I'm playing Mayhem. She's pretty much just the biggest little brat you'll ever meet. I had a great time with it. Born to play this role, clearly. I have 4 older siblings for a reason. But she's just messy and full of heart and is so capable and open to learning and receiving anything from anybody, which is such a cool thing when you were raised in an apocalypse. Like, I'm sure you're taught in the apocalypse not to accept just random things from anybody, but you know, she finds these people who just decide to give her love for the first time in her life. And it's a really beautiful journey that she goes on. So
All three of these roles are so much fun. And Patty, as I was doing the research, I had no idea you were from Indianapolis, right here where I am. North Central graduate, IU graduate. I mean, tell us about your upbringing in Indianapolis to now being in this great show like Twisted Metal.
I mean, couldn't even imagine what a dream. I interned at Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
My gosh, that is incredible.
With Anne-Marie Tiernan. I was
Yep,
her.
I can't wait to show her this.
Oh, I can't wait. Please tell her hi.
I
Scott
will.
Swan.
Yep.
Indy was such a great place to grow up. Did you grow up there? Are you?
I did. Yeah, I'm born and raised here.
What high school?
Greenwood.
Greenwood, amazing.
Yep.
I think it's such a great place to grow up, and you can like. I mean, my imagination was going crazy. We didn't have cable. I was, there's a lot of corn in Indiana. So like, what else are you gonna do but like dream up what else there is out there?
more corn.
More corn!
Possibly be more.
They put cheese on corn.
No way.
So so I don't know. I don't think I could have ever imagined being in something this big or cool, or playing video games with my brother at home, and then being in a show like this. Yeah, it's pretty surreal. I think I still am like, this isn't real.
It really still doesn't feel like
Are
it's
we?
happening.
Yeah,
It's so
weird.
true, because it's like, I mean, it's just surreal because of the fact that like I did it with you guys. Really, like I can look at this show a million times over and be like, yes, like it's work. Like I did a good job and I booked something and I got to do it, and that's really great. Like crazy that it's happening, crazy that it's gonna do like wonders for like all of us. But then it's just like
It does feel like a family.
it does.
Weirdly, I was like cheering for everyone on the screen. I was just cheering for everyone in the show, and then and the creators. You're like, oh, it all just came together really so beautifully. And I don't know. I feel like everyone involved is that kind of spirit, like cheering for each other, excited for each other's wins, and in the show we're not, but in real life, very much the opposite.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen Don't Tell Larry twice since the premiere. Just letting you know.
You all have this special connection, obviously being from the Disney universe as well. We have Maddox in High School Musical, the musical, the series for Sailor. We have Patty in She-Hulk. I mean, the greatest guest role as Madison. And then we have Elsa from Disney's California Adventure for Tiana. You're now all on this great. Like, this is so fun to see all of you three here together. I mean, the universe set it up perfectly. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Elsa? You didn't know that, huh?
No idea.
I'm in the presence of a princess. Sorry,
Yep.
sorry, queen.
No,
queen.
that's
queen.
perfect. Queen Elsa, also Tiana, I mean the name from Disney as well. This is so much fun to see you all three here. Tiana, what is it like to just be in this role now in Twisted Metal alongside these great women?
Oh man, it is the biggest blessing. Whenever you start a new job, it's like it could be really scary and intimidating. Are we as the cast gonna like me? Are we gonna get along? Is it gonna be fun? Are we gonna hang out outside of work? And yes to all of those things. It was we created such like a solid community and family within the group, and it was the best. And so much so that when like we had to take little moments away or time off, it was devastating. Like, oh no, like so and so is leaving and they're not going to be back until whenever, and how will we go to this event without them? Or I was gone for a little bit, and I had so much FOMO watching everyone hang out. I was like, this is not, you can't hang out without me. Like, it was devastating. Yeah, so I think it was the biggest blessing getting to be a part of the show, and getting to play this role really expanded my confidence and opened my eyes up to what I was capable of, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
Queen
Are
Elsa.
so high for Twisted Metal season 2. Patty, I'm going to give you the last word. Being an Indianapolis native, anything you want to say?
Oh, well, thank you for being so awesome and bringing such great energy. You're really doing Indiana proud right now.
Thank you so
And
much.
I'm such a proud Hoosier, and I'm so happy to get to meet you.
Yeah, you as well. But people need to watch season 2 of Twisted Metal,
Yes.
July 31st, Thursdays after that on Peacock. Thank you all so much, ladies.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. We are meeting all of the competitors for the second season tournament, Twisted Metal. It is so fun. Lisa Gilroy, Richard DeClerc. So Lisa, we'll start with you. Tell us about your character in this show.
I play Vermin. She's a bug lord from hell. She wants to exterminate humanity. I'm wearing green as a bug to honor her today.
Love the honoring of the character. Richard, what about you?
Yeah, I play Mr. Grimm, a man who murders many people and is accompanied by those murder victims in his own head.
And these characters, they're new to this season. It's obviously based on the video game adaptation from PlayStation. Were you familiar with this game, Richard, before joining this cast?
Yeah, I mean, I got a PlayStation when I was, a kid, and it was the first game to come with it, which was really cool. So I played the first one. I didn't play any of the other ones, but I was definitely familiar with the game.
I'm not familiar with the game before watching the show, but I can tell you as a fan, you don't have to play the game at all to love this show. It is so crazy. It's so wild in all the best ways. Lisa, what about that is exciting to join in this second season?
Oh my God. I mean, it's an iconic show and the fans are so excited. That makes me excited. It's just like really cool to be part of a universe that people are already so stoked on.
Are so excited to join this, obviously, because Anthony Mackie, Stephanie Beatrice lead this cast. They're just at the top of their game right now. Richard, what was it like joining them for this season?
Oh my God. Not only are they incredible actors, they're brilliant, kind human beings. And I feel like you see their heart and soul in their performances in this season, and I think fans are really going to love it.
They really are. It is top tier season 2, what you can expect from a second season. Lisa, I got to know, are you a bug person? Do you want to kind of save all these bugs? Are you like anti-bug? What about that for you?
I could never be anti-bug. Are you kidding? Some bugs scare me. Like I will say the June bug can kiss my ass and die immediately. I hate that thing flying around LA. It has no spatial awareness. It'll fly right into your mouth if you let it. But I try not to like kill a bug in the home. And I try to take my little dust buster vacuum and vacuum them up and release them on the outside. But then I'm just realizing that actually the dust inside the vacuum is killing them probably in the most torturous way. So I have to like rethink how I'm doing it, but I'm trying my best.
She's doing her best to live her character to the truth. Richard, what can fans expect from this second season? Obviously, we can't talk about who wins the tournament, what happens, but what can fans expect?
I mean, I think fans can expect the tournament, and that's pretty exciting because I feel like season 1 really set the world up and set a whole bunch of different factions and different people and circumstances. And I think one of the things that's really exciting about this season is that not only do you have the tournament, but you also have the interplay between the characters in between rounds, which is really, really cool because it's like emotional action that informs the action of the show. So it's a good payoff.
Really is. It's season 2 of Twisted Metal, Thursdays on Peacock. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Trevor.
Thanks.